You touched a customer. There is no way any judge is going to tell me why a bartender had a right. The first thing they're going to tell me is, why didn't you call the police before you ever touched her? Why didn't you just pick up a phone? Why didn't you just ask her to leave? And our job is to just call the police. I can touch a customer because at that point it's the right of me protecting my business. But at this point,
not protecting myself.
But at that point, no, they're not going to give me this one. Because they are always going to assume, first of all, that the employee was drinking. They always do. Hunter, I've been in this for years.
Right, and I understand that.
I've been in this for years, so I know. So if I was mad at you today, then give me that, because this is going to cost me money. So give me that.
You have every right to be upset that the situation happened, I guarantee for sure. But I'm not going to allow someone to hit me. And I asked Miguel to call somebody. I told him to call someone, and he refused. So, and you, I'm sorry, were 3 sheets to the wind, and I've called you 3 times before when things have gone on, and you just never came. And you came back the next day saying that you were too drunk to come back.
Didn't call Marianne.
Right. So, but like, what? Do you don't see the problem with that? Like.
No,
I can't call you. I mean, you want.
I don't ever remember you calling me, and I don't.
No, I didn't call you last night. No, because I already told myself I'm not going to keep calling you if you're just not going to come. And when I do tell you things, I look like an asshole because you just don't do anything. So I'm not going to.
Trust me, I was mad, and I told every employee here today that I was pissed off because some employees should have called myself Marianne before the cops ever got here, or that the cops were here. Because the worst thing that could have ever happened is that I have answered the Q's phone or my own phone today and talked to the customer before I ever talked to any of you. If the customer had to get to me first,
right,
I really might have said something really would have incriminated myself, or said something really horrible, or she could have recorded something, or I could have said that I didn't know that it went on. The number one thing that I need to know as an owner is that this happened.
Right.
Before the customer got to me.
Okay, and I know you don't believe me, but my phone does not have your phone number in it, and it doesn't have anybody's in it, because it
And it doesn't have Marianne.
It does have Marianne's. I called her today because she's the only number I had. Because my phone deleted half my contacts. I can't explain to you why, and I've been saving everybody's numbers as I go. I have a text from someone today saying, are you still coming in? So. And
I'm glad you have that accountability thing, and I hope you saved the shirt that she ripped.
Oh yeah, it's at my house, and I have pictures of my arm, and I have pictures of everything.
I hope you saved that.
Oh, I sure do.
You cannot ask me at any point, Hunter, A, not to be mad.
I'm not asking you. I'm asking you not to be mad at me, because I didn't do anything wrong, Cole.
I am not mad at you, but you cannot ask me to be not mad at the situation.
No, that's totally
And you
fine.
cannot ask me to be not mad at you to physically get in a conflict with a customer. Please try never let that happen again.
I mean, Cole, I didn't ask it. I wasn't looking for a fucking cage fight.
I'm sure you weren't.
I got slapped, and she was aiming to slap at me again. So should I have let her slap me again, or should I have restrained her?
There.
Right. So, but that's what happened.
But I don't know. In the back of your head, could you have walked away? Could you have done something different?
With a pursuer, I could have.
I don't know.
With a pursuer, like this is.
I don't know. I wasn't there, so I'm not going to make any judgment calls. That is why I called you back, to reiterate with you the second time, to say, Hunter, at no point in my conversation did I say you were fired. At no point in my conversation did I say do not come in today. At no point in my conversation did I say you don't have a job. I want to reiterate that. We are okay, but I also want to reiterate, do not be upset with me because I am upset. Because I have the right to be upset about my business.
Of course, and that's I definitely perceive that you were very angry with me, and I was
very angry with everybody. I was very angry with Miguel.
I don't want to grab somebody.
I was very angry. Even I'll give you 3 sheets to the wind. I admitted it on the phone to you today. I'm man enough to call myself a drunk all the time. That is my own problem, my own issue. I can call myself that, but when it came to 10 o'clock this morning, 9 o'clock this morning, 8 o'clock this morning, nobody called me to give me a heads up. If I had to have showed up at this door this morning and she was standing there, what would I have done?
You're very right. And I called at 10:30. The first thing I called and I talked to William, asking for phone numbers. So, I mean, as soon as the place is open, I did it.
Nobody told me that information.
So that's why I did it because Sarah's like calling first thing in the morning. I tried to do that.
And Sarah didn't tell me that either.
So that's why I'm saying, I mean, I went and tried.
So now we've laid the groundwork. You know, if something happens, even if I'm the drunk,
you'll be the first to know.
Tell the drunk.
I can tell you
even
that.
if I'm the drunk, tell the drunk to tell Tom to come over here, or tell Mary Ann to tell Renee. But somebody has to get here, because the most important thing about me getting sued is because you did grab her, is at least to be able to say, yes, I knew about it. Yes, I knew the customer said that she was belligerent. Yes, I knew Kelly stood behind a bar. Yes, the bartender took a break. Yes, the bartender was completely sober. Yes, this is his shirt. And she threw up, and she was completely wrong, and I was completely aware about the whole thing. If I can go in and say all that I really knew, and I can lie about it now, then I can get away with it.
Right.
But if I go in saying, I didn't know, and then I'm the most incompetent owner of any bar ever, because we've been sued once and we've been fined, but if we get sued for something this stupid, the way I take it is, the customers, when Kelly was behind the bar, the customer said that she was completely wrong, that she was an asshole, she was way out of line. This is the customers. Now, if I was here and had to show up and the customers were there, I would have asked the customers to write that down and sign something.
And I have the name and number of someone who was there the whole time.
And if you do, that's great. Thumbs up?
I do. I tried to take every precaution that I could.
You didn't.
No, I know, but I'm just letting you know that.
We're both on the same page here.
Yeah, like I apologize that I did grab her. I mean, I want you to know that it was a very fast situation. Like, it was pretty crazy, so, yeah.
I understand. But next time, get to me first.
Yes, and I will definitely do every effort to do that. I will.
3 sheets to the wind and sloppy? I am. I'm the first to say
that was wrong, and I apologize for saying it.
Don't apologize for that.
Well, I apologize for saying it that way.
Don't. I know who I am, but I also know what I can do, function during the day.
And I just want to.
I do it very well.
Well, okay, I'm glad that we're.
But I want you to leave me that.
Yeah, you can have this. This is
Is it dated?
Dated and the time stamped.
Perfect.
And then I also have at home the thing that the police officer gave me that says I can go in if I wanted to press charges that I could.
Against her?
Against her, yeah.
So the police department thought she was out of line?
Yes, he had that, and I had it at home, and then he also told me that he put it outside the business.
Were you left with the impression she's going to sue me?
No, I was left with the impression that she just wanted to. Her sister was with her, and her sister left me with the impression that she wanted to get the hell out of here and never come back. That's the impression that I got. I got no impression that, because the police officer was telling the sister that she's wasted, she's wrong, like the police officer was telling her that.
That's what they were
saying. Yeah, so I'm under the impression that they're not going to take that.
So they kind of got that into her head like.
Yeah, like, I don't.
Nobody else needs to read.
Okay, should I just pull it up?